What is up, you guys? Gold Pony here today in the new 2019 Subaru WRX STI, courtesy of Apple Subaru in York, PA. And I am always excited to drive these things, especially because this one has the short throw shifter, which we will be testing out in a little bit. But before I get ahead of myself, as always, let's start with pricing. And so there are actually two different trim levels for the 2019 STI. First one being the base STI, that is going to start at $36,595. Then you have the limited, which is the one we have today. That one is going to start at $41,395. But regardless of trim level, power plant is going to be the same. Powering the beast is going to be a 2.5 liter turbocharged and intercooled Subaru Boxer engine, putting out 310 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, which is a 5 horsepower bump from the 2018 model year, and 290 pound-feet of torque available from the power band of 4,000 to 5,200 RPM. And power is going to be sent to all four wheels through Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive system, and power is going to be sent to the ground through a standard 6-speed manual. There are no optional CVTs or dual clutch transmissions or anything like that available for this one. But so with that, 0 to 60 time is going to come in at approximately 5.7 seconds, with MPG numbers coming in at 17 in the city, 22 on the highway, using premium unleaded fuel. But so before we get into any accelerations, I also wanted to mention the drive modes on this one real quick. There is actually an SI drive button located directly behind the shifter, which is going to give you driving modes like Intelligent, Sport, and Sport Sharp. And so what those driving modes are actually going to do is adjust things like the throttle response, and if you put it in that Sport Sharp driving mode, it's going to give you more of a linear acceleration as well. And to go along with that, just behind the drive mode button, there is something called DCCD, which stands for Driver Controlled Center Differential, which gives you the ability to adjust the limited slip differential, allowing you to distribute the torque between the front and rear axles. So if it's snowing out and you did not want to go rally car, you did not want the grip, might as well send the torque to the rear axle, do a couple donuts. So that is what that is for, I believe. But so now you guys know what time it is. Let's do a quick little acceleration test and see how quickly we can get this new 2019 STI here up to speed. Definitely a quick car, without a doubt. I will say, to us car reviewers though, the shifter is still a bit notchy. The short throw shifter is much appreciated though, and of course it goes without saying, this car definitely is quite quick. But to go along with that acceleration, braking is equally important, and so the 2019 STI will come standard with Brembo high performance brakes. Up front you're going to get 13.4-inch ventilated discs with 6 piston front calipers. In the back, 12.8-inch rear rotors with dual piston rear calipers. And as far as the braking feel goes, in my short little driving stint today, at least, it has felt quite nice, which of course is to be expected. This is a Brembo brake setup, so that is definitely quite nice. And by the way, when it comes to the 60 to 0 time on this one, it comes in at 109 feet. And for comparison's sake, since I just recently reviewed the 2019 WRX, that one is going to come in at 113 feet, so you do get a little more stopping power as expected with the STI there. And touching on handling and suspension a little bit, of course you will get a sport tuned suspension, including inverted struts up front, as well as a stabilizer bar and a double wishbone rear suspension. I gotta say, the steering feel is definitely on the tighter side. It instantly points you in the direction that you want to go, so I am definitely a huge fan of the steering feel in this one. And when it comes to ride quality, you can feel a bit more of the road, which is a good thing in the STI, because in cars like this you definitely want to feel more connected with the road, so that is always nice as well. When it comes to visibility, I can see perfectly fine. There is that giant rear spoiler back there, which actually I absolutely love. Definitely can get used to seeing that back there, so overall you are not going to have any issues with visibility. But enough with the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's check out the exterior, and of course we'll go over everything new as well about this new 2019 WRX STI. And so let me first start by mentioning the 2019 exclusive color available for this year. That is going to be labeled cool gray khaki, and actually only 250 of those will be built for the 2019 year. So if you wanted something a little more unique, that is going to be available for you there. But then taking a look up front, the 2019 STI will come standard with LED steering responsive headlights with the automatic feature, meaning when you turn the steering wheel at night, it will swivel the headlights to better illuminate what's around the bend, so you don't go hitting any deer in Pennsylvania like we have absolutely everywhere around here. Also, red STI badging you can find in that front grille up there as well. And looking up slightly, we will find that functional hood scoop on this one as well, which actually does feed air directly into the intercooler on this one. So not only does it look good, but it is purposeful as well. But making your way to the sides, there are body colored power adjustable side mirrors with integrated turn turn signals for actually both trim levels on this one, and you will get unique badging within that front fender that the STI and WRX are known for. And when it comes to the wheel setup, they will come sized up at 19 by 8.5 inches, and they are STI specific aluminum alloy wheels, and they will come with a dark finish. And make our way to the back, you will get that large rally spec rear spoiler, which comes standard. However, if actually you go with a limited trim level, there is a low profile rear spoiler available at no cost. So if you did not prefer that rally style rear wing there, the low profile spoiler is available for you there. And you will find STI badging in the back there, and just below it all, a rear diffuser with a dual exhaust system with quad stainless steel exhaust tips. So you guys know what is coming next. I always have to do this. Here is that 2019 WRX STI exhaust clip. So, but now since we are around, back to open that rear trunk, there actually is a button underneath there, so simply press that if you like, or there's a button on the key fob as well, but either way is going to unlock that rear trunk for you. Once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at an even 12 cubic feet. If that was not enough space for you, there is a 60-40 rear split, meaning those rear seats do fold down for a ton of added space if you needed it there. Then make your way to the rear legroom. That is going to come in at 35.4 inches. So for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have back there. Also for those rear passengers, for both trim levels, they will find a rear center armrest with cup holders as well. Then make your way to the front seats. You will get 6-way manually adjustable driver's seat if you go with the base STI. However, if you go with the limited, that will come with an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. And that limited trim level actually is going to give you Recaro Performance front seats, which are bolstered quite nice, and they come with the suede leather combination. So the suede helps hold you in place around the bend, so that is definitely appreciative as well. By the way, you can still get those seats for the base STI. It's just a $2,500 option if you were interested. Also, both front seats will come heated as well. But then looking forward, you will find a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Will come standard with a flat bottom with the STI lettering at the bottom there, and it will come leather wrapped with red stitching for every single trim level there. And when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key here. You do have your lock, unlock, and the button to pop the rear hatch. And by the way, the unlock button actually is the Subaru logo in the middle, in case you didn't know. That's pretty cool. But if you wanted that push button start, that is actually going to come standard on the limited trim level, and it is part of the optional seat package if you go with the base STI. So with that seat package, you're going to get that push button start as well. But anyways, since I have it today, I'm just going to put my foot on the brake and clutch here and press that engine start button there. And so then once started up, those gauges will do a full sweep. Tachometer is going to be on your left, speedometer is on your right. There's a digital display front and center giving you information like your average miles per gallon at any given time, as well as your trip A and trip B, what driving mode you're in at any given time, as well as what gear you're in. And it's going to show you the differential adjustments in the center there as well. But then making your way to overall interior quality, dual zone climate control comes standard on both trim levels. Aluminum alloy pedal covers, same thing there. And I do like the suede trim on the doors there, and that's going to come standard for both trims as well, with the red stitching within that, so that definitely ties in well with the seats there. And you will get a power moonroof if you go with the limited trim level, which is why I have that one today. And once again, you will find STI badging just in front of the shifter there too. And there is actually home link controls for up to 3 different garage doors just under that rear view mirror. But now let's make our way to the tech on this one. There are actually 2 tech displays. There's the much smaller one, which is located above the bigger one, but that is going to give you things like your outside temperature, time of the day, and boost pressure at any given time. I always like that in the WRXs, so that is definitely pretty nice. And just below that is the Starlink 7-inch color touchscreen display, which will come standard on both trim levels with Bluetooth and audio streaming, as well as Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Factory navigation system is going to come with the limited. That is what we have today. Again, that is pretty nice. And you can of course check out your radio settings up there as well. And by the way, when it comes to the sound system, that base STI is going to come with 6 speakers. However, if you go with the limited trim level that we have today, I do have the 9-speaker Harman Kardon sound system with 440 watts. So let's turn on the radio, see what got playing this morning, and let's test out the clarity of this one. Ridiculous amount of bass. I'm sure my camera was bouncing just a little bit there, but that was crazy. Absolute ton of bass, perfect clarity. clarity. I actually have no issues with the sound system in this one. And then last thing I wanted to mention on the tech display at least is when you do put the STI in reverse, and by the way, to put the STI in reverse, what you're going to want to do is put your foot on the brake and clutch and simply lift up underneath the shifter, slide it into the back right hand corner there. But when you do that, that is going to give you a reverse camera for both trim levels, letting you know who or what is behind you so you don't go running anything or anyone over, which is always going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags, also a driver's knee airbag up there. In the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also back there, rear child door locks as well. And the tire pressure monitoring system will come standard, and if you go with a limited trim level, you will actually also get blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.